I know, I know, I know. I told y'all I was gonna get them all. Sentinel's on the way. I don't have an Alita. Well, I do, but she's not big. Well, she's too big. So I just bought the Netflix one. Whatever. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. And yeah, it started. It has absolutely started. The Transformers 1 mania craze has now hit my household. So we're going to start off here at the far right. I've got Alpha Trion. My daughter bought me these because I make dioramas every once in a while. She brought me like this fake grass set. And I just had it sitting in a box for the longest time. And then I realized I watched this one show on YouTube, and the gentleman had taken the same kind of stuff and put it on his Alpha Trion to make it look more cartoon accurate like it does in the show. These are just little stickers. They peel right off. It's not glued on. It does still transform perfectly, as someone had asked me in the comments. But yeah, I just wanted to make it look like it does on the show. And if you look on the box it has moss and like grass and stuff growing over it. But so anyway, what do I think about these toys so far? I think they nailed it. You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm actually doing a voice over for this video. I'm sitting out back. My son's in the pool, so making sure he doesn't drown. But I can still do this video. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead and tell you now, if you're seeing these mainline Transformers 1 toys and you don't feel like waiting until next year, because the only studio series that's out right now is the Optimus Prime studio series of Transformers 1, and Megatron will be coming, I think, November. I actually had a spare 5-inch Megatron that didn't go with anything, so I just painted him last night to make him look like, he does in the new movie. I might even skip the mainline release. Who am I kidding? I say that, but I'll buy it. But I've already, painted this one. So anyway, Alpha Trion with the moss on it, even with the moss off. I love how the sword becomes a tail. His beast mode does look absolutely awesome once you get those legs straight. The horn on his forehead, I wasn't going to keep it. And when I first got it, my son was playing at the table next to me, and he grabbed it and ran off with it. And I was like, whatever, I don't really need it. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. And then I searched for 3 days to try to find it because I wanted it back. So anyway, he's absolutely amazing. This one is probably my favorite of all that I have opened so far. Again, I have not opened the Quinson High Commander. As of this recording, it'll probably be open by then. But and like I said, Sentinel Prime will be delivering tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. So, but Bumblebee is probably the most fun to play with and transform, because one, the way like his transformation is fun. Everything tabs together. It's so satisfying. Like when you put the hands together and the backs of his hands tab in to each other. He comes with one knife hand and one blaster. Sentinel comes with his horn and his sword tail. Optimus comes with his hand axe, and his 2 smokestacks on the side do pop off, and you can put them in his hands as guns. But look at this right here with Bumblebee. This is what I mean. You can tab the hands, they go in together. The the hood of the car tabs wonderfully over top of everything. The legs accordion up to meet them, and then they tab in, and then you just squeeze them together in the back of the vehicle mode. These things roll incredibly. I thought when I first saw these toys like a couple months ago, looking at them, I thought that the wheels were just static. I didn't think that they actually moved or whatever. But yeah, they're on these little pins, so they roll just incredibly well. Both toys do. I can't wait to see Sentinel tomorrow. I want to start doing a few stop motions and putting them as shorts to get the hype up for this movie. I'm starting to think that this just might very well be like what the 86 movie was to me as a 10-year-old kid. As a 10-year-old kid. What the 86 movie was to me, Transformers 1 could very well be that 86 movie to this generation. And I'm all for it. Being that I've got a 4-year-old and I've got, a 28-year-old. So I get to do it all over again. And they're my toys. I love them. I get to keep them. So it is what it is. Optimus does have his Matrix. It's like a half Matrix. That way he can just hold it in his hands. But now, here's the thing. These are mainline. They do pop off easily. Like an arm might pop off here and there. Uh, the hood of Optimus's truck doesn't like to stay on. I think I might be transforming it incorrectly because I know you're supposed to stay exactly how the steps say, but it's so much easier to just pop the top off, transform it, and just snap it back on. Again, this is not a parts former whatsoever. It's not a parts former. Like I said, it's just easier to do it, especially when you're doing it on camera. And like I love how the engineering of his legs. It reminds you of an Optimus, the usual Optimus transformation, but at the same time, it still throws new elements into it. And again, it's another one of those toys where everything tabs. Like his little arms and hands tab right behind the cab of the truck. Now, see, this is the part I was talking about. When you go to transform him, and then I, do it off camera, his head doesn't necessarily swing around all the way until you get the arms out of the way. And then once you get them out of the way, you can go ahead and push that down or push it inside of there. And then you can just put the hood back on top. So, but either way, he's still an absolute joy to transform. He's a great little guy to carry around. Now, as far as scale, height-wise, they all look okay. But then when you stand Bumblebee next to Prime, he's a little chunky guy. And he's about as tall as Prime is. Maybe this mainline Bumblebee was meant to go with beside the studio series version, but as we've seen before, scale, it's close enough. But if you watch the trailer, Bumblebee is supposed to be shorter than everybody else. But whereas you line these toys up, and that Megatron is 5.5 inches, this Prime is 5.5, that Bumblebee is 5.5. So, and I don't feel like waiting on next year for Alita, just to complete my shelf. So I went ahead and got Netflix, I got Legacy. I got Legacy Alita 1. And then that way when I do get Transformers 1 Alita, she'll just move over to my G1 shelf. Because the only Alita that I had was, I have a few of them, but two of them were from the Revenge of the Fallen movie. And my other one is from Combiner Wars. And so she's super tall. She's like 9 inches tall, because she's the torso of the Combiner Orthea. So anyway, she will be here tomorrow. So will Sentinel Prime. Okay, when you're transforming Optimus, I was thinking, wait, maybe, are you supposed to fold that back under? No, you leave that part all the way down. Yep, and then it all tabs in together. And then you can just take the hood, click it back on. It is meant to be transformed without taking that hood off. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. And it's easier. And it's so, look how that thing rolls. It's so, these toys are amazing. Now, my fake Megatron that I painted in the back does turn into a Walther P-38. So, and then last, as you just saw, I did get the Quintesson High Commander today. He's off to the side. I haven't opened it yet. But just looking at these guys already, as a matter of fact, I think I need to go ahead and start putting my shelf up because, like I said, I've got more coming. Now today, earlier, if you missed it, I did a short on how awesome Transforming Bumblebee is. And the fact that you can take the hood of the car off of his chest and reveal the cog, that's where they got me. And I literally made a video, maybe a month ago saying, do I need another Bumblebee? Yep, sure do. Obviously I do. And we can look closer into him and closer into each of the characters or whatever as time goes on. And if y'all like this video, comment, like, subscribe, dislike, whatever. But you've got to love the hype for this game. For this movie, I hope they put the same amount of hype into Reactivate whenever we see it, 2031. So, but just this Bumblebee, he's so much fun. He's so easy. Like I said, he rolls great. The colors are great. That black, gray, and gunmetal on the yellow looks absolutely amazing. But what you're seeing here is just the long version of the short that I did earlier. Go ahead and check that out. But yeah, look at this. You just squeeze them all together. Everything just squeezes together just so perfectly. These toys are, man, oh, Hasbro, you got me again. Right when I said, I'm not going to go buy every single toy for the movie, I haven't even seen the whole movie yet. I've seen a lot of it on Twitter. But the more and more I see, I already know I'm going to love this movie. There's over 100 named Transformers in the movie. How could you not like it? Anyway, it's your buddy the 14th Prime. I'm going to go play with my Quintesson High Commander now, and maybe you'll get to see that later on. It's your buddy the 14th Prime.